Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Well, I have some new channel downloads. I did another meditation last night, and I am getting regular downloads, and I have this feeling that a lot of other people are too. I'm supposed to say some things, and I have to use my voice now. I've been an observer for a while, and now I have to use my voice. So I want everybody to think about this, and I want everybody to try to do this. And I'm gonna do this. I want everybody to take a few minutes out of the day, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And I want everybody to start writing down your story, your hero's journey. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to start with yourself. We're going to start with ourselves. And we need to decide how we want to write this. You have to write it like you need the villain, you need the hero, and you have the background people. So, okay. Are you the hero? Are you a villain? Did you start out a villain, end up a hero? How is your story playing out? And I think that if we start writing that down and start with ourselves and then work our way out to other people that we have been in contact with, whether it's past, present, we need to see how our life is playing out. Because we went through the dark night of the soul. We're always going to do that because we have to balance ourselves out with the dark and the light. But, you know, we need to see how we were and how we are now and how we want to write our story, because we are writing our story. I mean, our story could already be written, but the choice we make could rewrite our story. We might not make that choice. So let me give you an example. Okay. My mother has dementia. My mother's mother was always a working alcoholic, as I call them. She went to work every day, never late, never missed, but by 7 o'clock, she was pretty well lupe. So, but we loved her, you know, and my mother and her kind of had an estranged relationship. They lived together for a long time, but they still had a strange relationship. So my mother, now that she has dementia, she had mentioned, I really miss my mom, which she never mentioned that before. That was kind of like, wow, well, that's nice, you know. And she also, we were talking one day, and I mentioned something about grandma being an alcoholic. And she said, my mother was never an alcoholic. And you know what? I said to my brother, let's drop it at that and let her rewrite that story. She doesn't remember the bad story. She's rewritten in her mind the story that her mother was not an alcoholic and she loved her mother very much. And that was a shock and awe moment. So my mother right now is kind of rewriting her story with dementia and things. But I think it would be interesting for us to rewrite our story when we have our right mind, or look at our story and how it's played out, because we have a gut punch coming. We have a lot of things that are going to happen, and we have to get our character built up. We need to be the hero in our story, and we need to relook at some of the things that we've done to be the hero and correct it. So that's what I needed to say, and let's get into it. I did another meditation last night. I got a lot of channeled messages, and I did the cards again, and of course they flew out where they needed to go. And this one flew out, the Four of Fire. And the Four of Fire, if you look at it, it is just focused. Now is the time for us to focus. Focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action, creating impetus and momentum, establishing a good work ethic, establish a creative process, devote time to regular practice, be willing and prepared, pay your dues. Something is falling short of its target. The Four of Fire is symbolic of focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action that once applied lend impetus and momentum. It means acting with both skill and accuracy and establishing a work ethic or creative process that is a reflection of both. It is about focusing on the task at hand, making it the center of our attention, and not allowing distractions to cause us to lose sight of our target or our objectives. The Four of Fire represents showing discipline by devoting regular time and energy to repeat practice and application, which in turn increases skill and ability, and in doing so makes one's actions more confident and therefore faster. Goals manifest faster and outcomes are achieved with less energy wasted. With time and practice, a process can become as natural as breathing and mistakes become fewer. Unlike other animals, humans are not born with innate knowledge required to survive. To survive, we must be both willing and prepared to learn. A baby's first crawls, then walks, and then learns to run. The same baby cannot run before it has first learned to crawl and walk. We learn primarily through a process of repetition and practice. Without repetition and practice, we may be able to learn the rudiments of a new skill, but we cannot become brilliant or accomplished at it even if we are naturally gifted. If the Four of Fire appears in a reading, it signifies the importance of focus, dedication, discipline, and practice on a physical level. It suggests that we concentrate now and do what needs to be done. The way we improve and achieve things faster is by devoting our attention and focus to practice. There is no such thing as an overnight success. You must first pay your dues. To be the best takes time. That is a great message for us. We need to devote some time to things because we need to get prepared. The clarifying card that came out with that was the Seven of Pentacles, potential. Don't doubt your abilities or the path you have chosen. Keep going. You're on track for success. With that, I'm going to show you something. We were given a food box from friends when the hurricane happened. And in the food box, there was a note. It said, stay strong, keep your head up, and move forward. I know it's backwards, but that's what it said. And I kept that because that is something that we all need to do. We all need to stay strong, keep our head up, and move forward because there is forward momentum going on, and we need to be prepared. So the next card that came out was the Eight of Water, and I love this card. This card shows me that that is all energy. That is every chakra lit up like a Christmas tree. He is Christmas like in July. He is showing you what we have and what our potential is. See, he also has a band around this third eye and it's blocked. This is the third eye. We need to get to heart source and we need to connect with source. So this is telling me if we flow like water, the energy will flow in. The Eight of Water is a positive state of appreciation, the attitude of gratitude, creating a positive environment. Be prideful, not boastful. Cherish what you have now. If you are already unhappy, more will not make you happier. Focus on all that is good in your life. Question an unnecessary desire for more. The Eight of Water symbolizes how a positive state of appreciation and gratitude can influence our lives and environment for the better. When you make a conscious choice to take pride in all that you do and appreciate all that you have, you open yourself to more good vibrations and more reason to be happy. It is important to approach life with delight and joy, to take time to laugh, and be happy. It is important to approach that life that way. It might be unrealistic to hope to be happy all the time, but by taking the time to appreciate the people, the beauty and abundance in our lives, we create momentum. When our happiness is deeper and more enduring, we create ease. By choosing to focus on all that is good in our lives, we will create a positive emotional two-way energy flow that, like water, finds its way into every crack, where it washes away criticism and confusion and conflict and anything else that may be weighing us down. Genuine appreciation lightens and uplifts the spirit, whilst expressing our gratitude is a powerful means of asking for the source of appreciation. To continue whilst giving back energetically at the very same time. When the eight of water appears in your reading, he symbolizes the importance of expressing gratitude and appreciation. We all have good in our lives. Cherish it in the here and now. That, I love that card. I really think that we need to humble ourselves and need to be grateful for everything we have. It's sometimes it's hard to take, like we want so much and we really don't need that much. And that's kind of telling us that what we have, make it beautiful. Now, the card that came out with that was the Nine of Swords, anxiety. And what ties you in knots at 3 a.m. looks small in the light of day. Try to keep perspective when negative thoughts get in your way. Panic, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, mental overload. The Nine of Swords is an anxiety card of the tarot. It reveals trouble beneath the surface that is often expressed through dreams and nightmares. What's eating you up? You may be anxious due to pressure, overwork, relationship, or family issues, or anxiety may be a pattern for you as a worrier. On a physical level, it can show someone's not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. Now is the time not to overthink anything. When we overthink things, it doesn't do us any good. We need to just be great, show gratitude for what we have, and build and make it beautiful what we have. If you're making what you have ugly and you're not taking care of it, and you're not taking care of yourself, that's your choice to live like that. But no one else should have to live like that. Just remember that. Don't pull your crap into somebody else's world, because that's not fair. I'm telling you, I have had Florida frizz since the hurricane. I can't get rid of it. It's like, oh my God. Anyway, enough with the Florida frizz. Maybe the 11 healing card will help my Florida frizz. It'll heal my hair. This is another card that came out, and this is a beautiful card. And let me tell you something about this card. There is no third eye anywhere on him. No, not on his forehead, not above him. He doesn't need that for healing because he has it within his heart space. He has the sparkles all around him. He already has all the energy. He has his intuition within. He doesn't need things floating around him. He's got the frogs. He's got his medicine belt. He's got his feather. He's got his staff. He's got everything. And he's in nature. Healing, release, purification, forgiveness, transformation, infection. To be human is to be wounded. A time to connect body, mind, spirit, and soul. Let go of definitions and labels. Nurture passion and seek pleasure. Authenticity, honesty, and laughter. Find the source of dis-ease and distress. You need to forgive. Do what's necessary to increase well-being. Do not dwell on the unchangeable past. Shift your attention. Do not allow your pain to hurt others. Seek treatment. Do not be afraid. The healing card illustrates our third reason for being. However, it covers healing on several levels and does not necessarily suggest or imply that you are wounded or in need of healing, at least not on a conscious level. A happy, safe, and peaceful life does not always accord us with perfect health and well-being. Every person is vulnerable to dis-ease, whether it manifests in physical, mental, or emotional stress, or as a feeling of emptiness and longing that is born of spiritual wounds. Humans are a part of this race. We have a social order with the elite and wealthy at the top and the uneducated and poor at the bottom. We are a species that is driven to win, with each of us striving to do better, to be better than the generation that came before. Those at the top want to stay there, and those at the bottom want to reach the top. We are goal oriented and believe that success moves us forward and failure sets us back. We are on a perpetual quest to improve, whether it be our social standing, quality of life, or simply desire to be a better person. We must be better. We must do better. But what is better? In our quest for betterment, are we making ourselves ill? In the simplest terms, we often see success and failure in the same light, as we do life and death. To succeed is to live, to fail is to die, or worse still, to descend into poverty. We become fixated on being the best, succeeding at all we do, and yet we may still fail to thrive. We may find we are not happy. We may find we are not healthy. Sometimes we find that even when we do accomplish our goals and our rewards with wealth and prosperity, we are not satisfied and crave more. Are we enduring and doing only what needs to be done in order to survive? Are we so fixated on acquiring possessions that we have forgotten that happiness and well-being within us? Are we truly living? There is often so much going on around us in our day-to-day lives that we disconnect from our body, our thoughts, and emotions to such an extreme that when somebody asks, "How are you?" we automatically say, "I am well," regardless of our true feeling or whether we are physically well or not. To do this is an act of self-preservation and hides our vulnerability, our weariness, our dissatisfaction, or our dis-ease from others. We may be afraid of being honest because to do so could reveal our weaknesses in a world where we must always be strong in order to survive and succeed. The sad truth is that we may not only be doing it in order to hide our true state from others, but to hide it from ourselves. The healing card symbolizes a need to reconnect and listen to what your body, mind, and feelings are telling you, to work with them instead of against them. Whether it be a simple as addressing a physical ailment or addressing that empty ache that comes from denying ourselves enjoyment and connection, this card signals that it is time to rip off the layers of illusion, the protective armor, and the mask, and look at what lies beneath. Are we fulfilled? Do you love your life? Are you happy? Or do you need everything that you strive for in order to be happy? Are you living a fulfilling life that you love? Or are you simply enduring dying a little more each and every day? The healing card brings with it questions like these. It also asks you to look at your life and determine whether your path heals you or harms you. It is the latter. The healing card reminds you that it is in your power to change direction. I'm telling you, this moss is killing my nose. I can't quit itching. We have moss from all these trees that come down, floating all over the place. My dog's eyes are running. My nose is itching. Donnie's nose is itching. This is an amazing card, and I think we really need to sit down and think about it. Just like I said, we need to sit down and write our hero's journey, and I think that will help us heal. The card that was the clarifier for that card was the Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. Hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. The knight is not dashing. He's slow and steady, planning his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is loyal and trustworthy. So any offer he makes can be taken seriously. He often appears in reading to show business investments and projects that have good future potential. In property, he is associated by choosing the perfect home. This is the right time to make a serious decision about your long-term future. I think we're all looking into the long-term future because there's going to be a lot of things that happen right now in this world that we can't control that are going to change our destination for the good. I really believe that we are going to have a really good destination change. So that was those cards, and those were great. But the gateway of light activation really wants to talk to us. This one has been throwing out cards like crazy, and I got a big surprise when I pulled some cards last night, let me tell you. The first card that came out was Heart Source. And I want you guys to look at that card, because that should look familiar if you watched my part 1 and part 2 yesterday. I picked a graphic for that video, and it looks just like this, except there's a person in the middle with their heart lit up. Go look at it. It's the same, almost the same colors, the same design, and this came out last night for today, after I had already did part 1 and part 2 and put this graphic on it that I found off Google Images. So there is no such thing as coincidences, in my opinion. Everything happens for reasons. That had to be seen. It was already seen on my part 1 and part 2, this design and this picture. So this, and you could even see it, it's like we're getting light codes. So there's some things going on with these cards that need to activate and come out. This is the heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity card. And I pulled it out and I lost the page. So let me find the page. Okay. The source of the universe is a gigantic heart. Its beats are angels and beings of light. It is what many call God. It's love that is beyond gender and dogma. It's the infinity experiencing infinity. It's all that is, was, and ever will be. It's love, being love, and expressing love. It's an energy that can be explained but never fully comprehended. It's where we have all come from and will all return. The strangest part of all is that we've never left. We've never left the spiritual beings having a human experience and may feel that Source is separate from us. The truth is that we've always connected, even when we feel we're not. This gateway takes us not upward, but inward. It's the gateway that reminds us that through the stargate of our heart, we are connected to the heart of creation. Not only that, but we exist and express ourselves within that heart. Even though we may be on planet Earth and experiencing Earth as a planet within the Milky Way, all of this and more is actually being expressed by the heart of Source. The vastness of this divine love is inexplainable, but it's who we are. Connect. Say thank you, Source I love, for bathing me in your infinite light and for reminding me I am one with all that is. Your message, you are connected directly with the heart of Source, the creator of life and love. You are blessed to receive this card, for it shows the cup of your heart is being filled with love until it overflows. The divine energy that is within you now is helping you melt away any blockages so that you can be open to love, acceptance, and appreciation that you deserve. You are being encouraged to view yourself in a loving way and giving yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while, but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card lets you know it is safe to do so. You are loved, loving, and lovable. Step forward, claim your worth, and enjoy a new level of spiritual openness. You are truly blessed. That is a beautiful card. This card also come out, and it's the Serpent's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support, voice, throat chakra. We all need to use our voices now. There's some things going on, and we need to speak up. This is a beautiful card. This card reminds me of pastel rainbows. The Seraphim are the highest form of angelic beings who are said to radiate from the heart of Source. We really have a lot of heart source going on. We have a lot of stuff pushing us towards the heart source. They have been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is common is the idea that a brilliant light, immense, emanates from them. The word Seraphim means burning ones, for in ancient times, light was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. These beings of infinite light are essentially divine love that is taking on an angelic form in order to serve the universe. When they have appeared physically, they have been described as having 6 wings, and they are known for their heavenly voices. In fact, miraculously, planetary shifts are reported to take place when they sing. In the heavenly realms, they sing in constant praise of the Creator. Other angelic presences report to them with regular regard to their spiritual duty, as it were. It doesn't operate in such a linear way, but this is the best way for us to understand the process. If you have ever woken up hearing your name being sung, the Seraphims have visited you. When they come to you, know that you are blessed to be in the presence of angelic beings that emanate directly from the heart of Source. Their voices will help awaken the angelic presence you hold within so that you can support the expansion of the world. Connect. Visualize yourself immersed in golden light. There's the golden light, everybody. I have been seeing golden light for a long time, and I knew something was going on with the golden light. Then say, thank you, mighty Seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting me in awakening the angelic qualities I have within. Your message, you are blessed to receive the light of the Seraphim. Know that these beings of infinite light are singing your name in the heavens to unlock the power of your own voice. Angelic support surrounds you at this time. Know that you are safe, for you are being held by the presence of love. The Seraphim are witnessing the glory of your being and activating your angelic qualities. You care deeply about the welfare of the planet and all her beings. In fact, you are hoping to make a great difference in the world. And the reason for this is you are carrying angelic light. Let it shine on the world around you. I got goosebumps. I really feel that card. I mean, I really feel that card. And I can feel the fluttering of butterflies within my heart when I look and feel this card. Deep breath. This card come out, and this card, I couldn't quit looking at it when it come out. I didn't read it because I felt that we should read these cards together. I don't read the cards. I just let them fly out and I read them with you all. Now, I'm probably going to massacre this word, but I'm going to try to say it. Shambhala initiates retreat to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. That looks like an amazing place, and it's golden. And look, I gotta get something to drink. Look at the energy waves around it. You can see the ripples of energy vibrating around this golden palace. All through the mountains, everything you can see energy everywhere. Shambhala or Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light, said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to the teachings, this etheric retreat is where we can come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and of Buddhist enlightened beings. I have this feeling that Dreamer James could recognize the Shangri-La in this card. And in the Bon tradition, every year, thousands make a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, the support location of a hidden city, as this is said to bring good fortune. We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling you, or that the energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. The Golden Temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas between the physical and non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is the sacred energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. The unfolding, the unwinding, and the unbinding. Think, James, I'm talking to you. Connect with your hands in the prayer position. Imagine yourself surrounded by golden light. Say, Great Master and Elders, Shambhala, thank you for helping me remember my Dharma so that I can have an enlightened awareness of the worlds. Your message, when things quieten down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the business of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain a clearer awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within you. I felt that. I've felt that a lot lately. And I think we all have. I think we're all feeling it. Anyone who's dove into the spiritual world. Now, I still have goosebumps. I mean, my heart is just fluttering like a butterfly with those cards. I connected to all three of those cards. Now, I also did a Soul Helper Oracle to end the day, and I got a number 8. Live in this world as a dreamer, create a future paradise. Look how she's dreaming. She's got flowers around her. She's got a butterfly on her shoulder, and she's just daydreaming. She's got the light behind her. She doesn't have a worry in the world. I felt like that the other day when I was taking pictures of the butterflies and the morning glories. When you get out with nature and you start to enjoy it, you don't have a worry in the world. You forget about things. The dreamers of this world are active creators of their own lives and futures in close touch with their imagination, and a powerful creative potential awaits each of us when we tap into these aspects of ourselves. With its perfectly balanced energy, each daydream has the potential for fulfillment. There is no ego and no relentless desire, just the pure feeling of dreaming itself. Dreamers are deeply connected with their own magic. Whether they are aware of it or not, when they dream, they let go of everything and enter a space where only magic exists. Keep your bold, brave, and beautiful dreams safe in your heart. They are worth more than all the riches of this world. Dream with every fiber of your being for the benefit of all living creatures. It is your mission, indeed, your responsibility to imagine in your dreams a world like a paradise. Dream a better world for us all. Such a world can ultimately only be created by those capable of imagining it. This is the ancient cosmic law of analogy. As within, so without. Only what is within us can be manifested in the outside world. Give your dreams and your images you see in your minds even greater power by experiencing them more intensely so that they can guide you towards your potential. This card indicates that you are in the time in which dreams have more creative power than ever before. Your feelings and emotions are the magic that will make your dreams come true more quickly. Make use of their light and give in to your dreams. Dream a paradise for all living things. Visualize it every day and intensely. These dreams will, with the helpers, suggest. The power animal for the next 21 days is the otter. The herbal essence is the sandalwood. And the healing crystal is a mesquite marble. And the number is 8. Okay, the number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time. Should you want it to do so, number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. I can feel the transformation going on. I can feel the light codes and the heart source coming in. It's time now that we take our hero's journey and we concentrate on it, because we do have the potential. We do have the potential and the gratitude and the love to manifest everything we need. And we need to stop the anxiety and the fear. That does not belong in our world. There will be moments of it. We need to, if it's a trigger moment, we need to think about it, observe it, and release it right away. Don't sit on it. The healing, we are healing. We are definitely healing. And there's a lot of loyalty going on in the spiritual realm. There's a lot of our tribe members coming that are very loyal people and that will guide us and help us through this journey, and through the gateways and the ascension and the dreams and everything that we're going through. The voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support is there. There's so many gateways and portals opening up for us. And this, go look at part 1 and part 2 yesterday and the graphic that I put on there. It's the same, basically almost the same graphic here, other than there's a person in the middle collecting the energy on mine and it's not here. That gets so bright. Look how that changes. How bright it gets, like a glowing light. That's beautiful. And Shambhala intentions, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process and Dharma. Shangri-La, our dreams. It's all here. Living in the world as a dreamer, creating a future paradise. The golden. So, what these messages have been telling us lately is we have to create our heaven on earth. And it starts with us. And the only people that can do that is us. We're the only one that can change ourselves. If you're waiting for a hero, you're going to be waiting for a long time, because we're not anybody's hero. We're not coming in as anybody's hero. We are our own hero, but we can help people. We can guide people, and they can guide others. So we all need to work together now, and we need to come out of the darkness and come into the golden light. We need to get our crown source chakra initiated, connect with source, go into meditation, listen, and we need to go into heart space when it comes to our surroundings and ourself and our love and our people, because we're going to need a lot of it. There's so much going on right now in this world that we are not going to be completely ready for what's going to happen, but we have to prepare ourselves. So start working on your story. And I'm going to start working on mine and see who the villains, the heroes, and the background people are. And I think that will help the story unfold into the new paradise, because you'll know who you're working with and who you want to work with, and who will fade away and who will be there. So, with that said, it looks like rain here in Florida today. We did get a little bit of rain yesterday, and it's kind of a nice day. So, with that said, I am going to let you go for today, and I want you to think about what was said and do some meditation and clear your mind. And know that I love you very much. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.